this week's programme, we bring you the semi-finals of the Red Mills Racer Champion Unraced Stake from Kilkenny, plus the semi-finals of the Olympic B Puppy Oaks from Shelbourne, and those of the Tote Waterford Guineas from Kilcohan Park, along with the final of the Barry's Tea Open 750 from Cork. We also drop in on County Wexford-based trainer Graham Killian. There was a great card at St James Park in Kilkenny last Friday night, featuring the semi-finals of the Red Mills Racer Champion Unraced Stake. Kilkenny is one of the venues which is in line for a new development, and we spoke with the general manager there, John O'Flynn.
Basically, it's going to be a complete revamp, new stand, bar, restaurant facilities, fast food. The track itself is going to be redone. Wider bends, going to go back further there to your right, and you should have a better galloping track, and base something similar to Galway.
And everything is going ahead. Any more meetings now with the agriculture? Are they all on board?
There's a meeting during the week, as far as I'm aware, with the Agricultural Society, just to iron out a few small little niggly things. I don't think there's anything that should stand in the way. And you probably heard Adrian Nealon on telly Saturday on RT Saturday night. It was the first track he mentioned. So I hate to say everything is 100%, but as far as I know, it looks good, and hopefully it'll start in the future, near future.
What will this mean to the people here in Kilkenny?
Well, there's a lot of people that can go to for sponsorship. There's we can't at the moment. We can't invite people in sponsors. It's fairly difficult to have in the facilities. Betting here is very good. Attendances are good with nil facilities. So I'd imagine there's a lot of people out there willing to sponsor. We get the country crowd or the county crowd. We're not getting that many from the city. I'd imagine with the new facilities, we'll be able to, as I say, approach new sponsors and bring in crowds from the city, which is what we want.
The Hare on the move for the first semi-final of the Red Mills Racer Champion Unraced. In 1, Haywood away, 2, Bangor Union, 3, Tyford Hondo, 4, Cash for Class, 5, Droopy's Cannavaro, and 6, the sole wide seed, Killock Minty. The red hot favourites in 5, Droopy's Cannavaro. And away they go, and the favourites out quite well in 5. That's Droopy's Cannavaro. 2, Bangor Union moves a little bit wide and follows the favourite heading into the first bend, and Droopy's Cannavaro has already built up a 3 to 4 length lead over Bangor Union, who's back in second. Tyford Hondo has moved into third, but halfway up the backstretch, and this one's surely all over already. It's Droopy's Cannavaro leads by 6 over Bangor Union back in second. It's then close for third between 3 and 6, but around the final bend, and this looks a very, very good dog. Droopy's Cannavaro is going to win the first semi-final in very, very good style. Second was 2, Bangor Union. In third, Tyford Hondo, and the winning time 28.91. And the result of the first semi-final of the Red Mills Racer Champion Unraced. First, trap 5, Droopy's Cannavaro for Lawrence O'Rourke and trainer Pat Buckley. Second was 2, Bangor Union. In third, trap 3, Tyford Hondo, and the winning time 28.91.
Pat, that was almost a repeat performance of last week. He was out and away.
Yeah, he's doing everything right, so hopefully next week he'll do the same. He's a lovely dog. He runs like his father, Scolari. He's got piles of early pace. Can go down the back straight in his stage, so he's everything that we want. So hopefully he'll do the same next week.
Well, he's good and fast. He knocked a few spots off last week's time.
Yeah, he's a very pacey dog. Hopefully next week now he'll do. I think there's a good bit of him left yet. So hope for the best.
And he likes the outside?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't seem to bother him what type he runs out of. Just got piles of early, and if he goes up in front, just hope for the best then after that.
We're all set now for the second semi-final of the Red Mills Racer Champion Unraced. In 1, the reserve, Hello Kitten. 2, Velvet Ring. 3, Glenski Sinatra. 4, Hellroad Tommy. 5, the second reserve, Cash for Flyer. And 6 on the outside, Mulcair Storm. The favourite in 4, Hellroad Tommy. And it's a fairly level break. The favourite Hellroad Tommy already quite well away. Velvet Ring on the inside. 3, Glansky Sinatra, and 5, Cash for Flyer around the opening bend. A bit of trouble in behind. And 4, Hellroad Tommy now goes on. He leads by 3 lengths over Glansky Sinatra in second. Then Cash for Flyer back in third, heading up towards the third bend. And the favourite's out in front, Hellroad Tommy. He leads by 5 lengths over Glansky Sinatra back in second. Then it's 5, Cash for Flyer, but off the final bend, and it's Hellroad Tommy. He's going to make all. He's going to win the second semi-final in good style. In second was 3, Glensky Sinatra. 2, Velvet Ring might have got the third place, and the winning time 29.04. And the result of the second semi-final of the Red Mills Racer Champion Unraced. First trap 4, Hell Road Tommy for Patrick Stack in County Kerry. This one trained by Anne Wade. Second trap 3, Glenski Sinatra. And third was 2, Velvet Ring. And the winning time, 29:04.
And he got a better break this week than he did last week.
He did. Now, the previous 2 nights, he got balked with say coming out. So tonight he got it clear and got it just the night that he did. I'm very pleased with him.
And the 4 trap, it suits him?
Well, he's after having it every night, so hopefully now that he'll get it in the final, because it has been lucky for him. So I'm just thrilled to have him there. He was sold during the week, so it's good for the new owner that he's in the final now after buying him. So
they'll be here cheering him home for the final?
He's here tonight, so they'll be here, a gang of them here for the final to cheer him. So.
And a trap draw for the final of the Red Mills Racer Champion Unraced. In 1, Hell Road Tommy. 2, Tyford Hondo. 3, Troopies Cannavaro. 4, Bangor Union. 5, Velvet Ring. And 6, on the wide outside, Glenski Sinatra. Of course, this final taking place at Kilkenny this coming Sunday, the 3rd of June, with the likely favourite, trap 3, Troopies Cannavaro.
Richie, it looks like after tonight's performance that Troopies Cannavaro could be the favourite for the final.
Yeah, definitely. Troopies Cannavaro will probably start a short price favourite, maybe about 6-4 on. He looks to have a perfect draw on trap 3, brilliant early pace, he's doing everything right from traps, and he looks a sure leader, you know.
Tommy now, he gets up there quickly, he gets to the bend fairly front, there'll be a battle for it.
Yeah, Hell Road Tommy ran very well tonight, 29:04, led from traps, drawn trap 1, definitely second favourite. I would make him about a 3-1 chance, probably the main danger to the favourite. Running very well throughout the stake, and has to have a chance on his draw as well, you know.
Of course, it'd be nice for the new owners then. He was sold there during the week. It'd be nice for them to get a winner.
Yeah, sold during the week. I heard it'd be lovely to win a prestigious stake like this. You know, on the draw, maybe three to lead up from 1. You never can tell in a final, but I would go for 3 to beat probably trap 1. You know?
The 3 semi-final heats of the Tote Waterford Guineas produced some fine performances at Kilcohan Park last Saturday night. This competition is run over a distance of 5 to 5 yards and offers a winner's prize of €5,000.
And now for the first semi-final of the 2007 Tote Waterford Guineas. In 1, Tinny Spring. 2, Ross Key. 3, Comical Mix. 4, Balboa. 5, Wilco's King. And 6, Jimmy Spot On. Expect a good start from 3, Comical Mix. And he's away quite well, as is 2 on the inside, Roski. 4 is also there, Balboa. And 6 on the outside, Jimmy Spot On. 4 on the line around the opening bend. And 2, Roski gets the run of the rail. Jimmy Spot On, though, has moved into second. Balboa is third. The favourites in big trouble, Comical Mix, heading up towards the third bend. And Jimmy Spot On makes his move there over 4, Balboa. He's moved into second, a little bit of trouble in behind. And Jimmy Spot On now has opened up a 4-5 length lead off the final bend. And Jimmy Spot On's going to land the first semi-final of the Guineas in good style. Second was 4, Balboa. In third, trap 3, Comical Mix. The winning time, 28:55. And the result of the first semi-final of the Waterford Guineas. First, trap 6, Jimmy Spot On for James O'Mahony in Portlaw. Second, trap 4, Balboa. In third was 3, Comical Mix. And the winning time, 28:55. Just the 4 greyhounds lining up for the second semi-final of the 2007 Tote Waterford Guineas. In 1, Aries Sun. 2 is vacant. 3, Jet Heart Jackie. 4 also vacant. 5, Night Prowler. And 6, the odds-on favourite, Skywalker Magic. And away they go, and it's a good start by 5. That's Night Prowler. He leads in the early stages. 6, Skywalker Magic, well primed, heading around the first bend. And Skywalker Magic now making his move on the outside of 5, Night Prowler. Then it's 3, Jet Heart Jackie. Airy Sunny's last at the moment, heading into the third bend. And Skywalker Magic has it just on the outside of Night Prowler. Skywalker Magic and Night Prowler around the final 2 bends. A little bit of trouble there. And Night Prowler now comes to take it again from Skywalker Magic. 3, Jet Heart Jackie trying to get in it, but it's going to be 5. Night Prowler lands the second semi-final in good style. Second was 6, Skywalker Magic. Jet Heart Jackie stayed on for third. The winning time, 28:56. And the result of the second semi-final of the Waterford Guineas. First, trap 5, Night Prowler for John Kavanagh in Wexford. This one trained by John himself. Second was 6, Skywalker Magic. In third, trap 3, Jet Heart Jackie. And the winning time, 28:56. We're all set for the third semi-final of the 2007 Tote Waterford Guineas. In 1, Ashgrove Vieri. 2, Disco Stew. 3, Willie's Prince. 4, Blenheim Dove. 5, When Major Strikes. And 6, the Sole White Seed, Daring Hero. The favourites in 4, Blenheim Dove. And away they go, and it's a good start by 3, Willie's Prince, but Disco Stew has lightning early on the inside. 5, When Major Strikes also there, but around the first 2 bends, and Disco Stew has the advantage over 4, Blenheim Dove. Then 5, When Major Strikes back in third, halfway up the backstretch, and Disco Stew leads by 2 lengths over the favourite Blenheim Dove. They're then gone clear of When Major Strikes in third. Around the final 2 bends, Disco Stew still holds the advantage. Blenheim Dove trying to cut the gap all the time into the straight. It's Disco Stew and Blenheim Dove. Disco Stew's gonna get it just on the line from 4, Blenheim Dove. In third was 6, Daring Hero, and the winning time 28.60. And the result of the third semi-final of the Waterford Guineas, win number 24 for Trap 2, Disco Stew, owned by Edward Malloy and Nerney. This one trained by Paul Hennessy. Second, Trap 4, Blenheim Dove. In third was 6, Daring Hero, and the winning time 28.60. And the trap draw for the final of the 2007 Tote Waterford Guineas. In 1, Disco Stew. 2, Balboa. 3, Night Prowler. 4, Blenheim Dove. 5, Skywalker Magic. And 6, the second of the 2 white seeds, Jimmy Spot On. This final taking place at Waterford this coming Saturday, the 2nd of June. It looks a cracker, but maybe preference for the sole inside seed, Disco Stew.
Saturday night's card at Shelbourne Park featured the semi-finals of the Olympic B Puppy Oaks. The regulars were once again treated to some great action as our future female stars put on a fine display.
The runners now in traps for the opening semi-final of the Olympic B Puppy Oaks here at Shelbourne Park. In 1, the reserve Lemon Skittles. 2, Frosty Bluebell. 3, Hillcroft Josie the favourite. 4, Shelbourne Merc. 5, Champagne Linda. And 6 is Lies of Silence. The hair now coming up behind traps. The dogs all set. And away they go, the favourite off to a fast start. Trap 3, Hillcroft Josie leads to the bend from 5, Champagne Linda. Then comes 2, Frosty Bluebell. Around the bend is 3, Hillcroft Josie. Avoids 5, Champagne Linda. Back in third spot we have 1, Lemon Skittles. But down the far side is 3, Hillcroft Josie. Leads by 2.5 lengths to 5, Champagne Linda. A long gap to the rest, headed now by 4, Shelbourne Merc. But still 3, the favourite Hillcroft Josie leads around the final 2 bends. She's gone 4 lengths clear of 5, Champagne Linda. Up the home straight, 3, Hillcroft Josie wins in style. Second, 5, Champagne Linda. And back in third was 4, Shelbourne Merc, and the winning time 29.32. And the result of the opening semi-final of the Olympic B Puppy Oaks, it was all very straightforward for the favourite. Trap 3, Hillcroft Josie. Second was 5, Champagne Linda. A 1-2 for Keely McGee. And back in third was 4, Shelbourne Merc. The winning time 29.32. Here on the way for the second semi-final of the Olympic B Puppy Oaks. 1, the hot favourite Mustang Miranda. 2, Parnell Daisy. In 3, Must Be Fast. 4, Savitskaya. 5, Great Plan. And in 6 we have Aloe Fiona. The hair coming up behind traps. And away they go, and the favourite off to a flyer. Mustang Miranda leads to the bend from 3, Must Be Fast. Then comes 4, Savitskaya, but around the bend, and it's 1, Mustang Miranda sets a blistering gallop. Leads by 4 now to 3, Must Be Fast. Then comes 2, Parnell Daisy. 4, Savitskaya back and forth, but it's 1, Mustang Miranda leads to the third bend, has 5 lengths in hand. On 3 and second, Must Be Fast. Then comes 2, Parnell Daisy. 4, Savitskaya makes up ground but checks. It's 1 though, Mustang Miranda, the red hot favourite, leads off the final bend. She wins in great style. It's going to be close enough for second. 2 perhaps, Parnell Daisy, but it is a photo for second, but no doubt about the winner. 1, Mustang Miranda in 29.21. And the results of the second semi-final of the Olympic B Puppy Oaks: an impressive trap-to-line performance by Trap 1, Mustang Miranda. Second was Trap 2, Parnell Daisy. And back in third we had 3, Must Be Fast, and the winning time 29.21. The trap draw for the final of the Olympic B Puppy Oaks was made following the second semi-final, and it has resulted as follows. In Trap 1, Must Be Fast. In 2, Hillcroft Josie. Trap 3, Parnell Daisy. In 4, Mustang Miranda. 5, Shelbourne Merc. And in Trap 6, Champagne Linda. In a race with 6 inside seeds, well, anything can happen, although the early pace of 2 Hillcroft Josie and 4 Mustang Miranda likely to prove decisive. 4 Mustang Miranda a likely favourite and could take some stopping.
During the week, we headed down to Anna in Gorey in County Wexford to visit trainer Graham Killian. Graham splits his time between his racing dogs, pups, and rehabilitating injured dogs. Like most folks before him, Graham grew up surrounded by greyhounds.
The history of greyhounds in the family goes back years. Milebrush Pride, he won the 1959 English Derby, and then more recently I had Matthew's Gold here at Stud. When he finished his racing career, he had reached the 91 Derby Consolation Final, and he went on to throw a Ledger winner. Then obviously we had greyhounds here racing and that, but then about a year ago the opportunity came up, to go full time into the training. So put in some new kennels and applied for the licence, and everything went well. We then kind of expanded into the injury side of it, and we put in the swimming pool and got in ultrasounds and portamags and so on, and so now that kind of accounts for maybe 50% of the business. The reason we put in the pool basically was there was 2 reasons. First being racing dogs. In the winter, the frost, it leaves you that you can't gallop. In the summer, the ground's too hard. So, the grey dogs do get a lot of benefit from the swimming. The second being injured dogs that can't gallop. They would pretty much daily have use of the swimming pool. And then it's non-weight bearing exercise, and it's very good, cardiovascular and so on. Any greyhounds, I would say, for instance, a torn shoulder, it's very good because they're exercising the shoulder, but it's non-weight bearing exercise, so it can only do good. The recommendations are that the water temperature will be kept around 30 degrees centigrade. The warm water helps increase circulation to the muscles and joints, increase joint flexibility and decrease joint pain. Swimming against the current is extremely useful for muscle strengthening and cardiovascular training. So essentially, by regular swimming, a dog's pre-injury fitness level can be maintained, if not improved on. The fact that swimming is non-weight bearing, it is ideal exercise for greyhounds who can't gallop. We also have the ultrasound machine, which is great benefit for injured greyhounds. Basically, the way they work is they send high frequency sound waves to the depth of around 5 centimetres into the muscle. This helps to reduce pain and muscle spasms, enhances collagen production and speeds recovery, increases blood flow and accelerates wound healing. When ultrasound is combined with stretching exercises, as in the swimming, it can help reduce the restriction of the muscle that is often caused by scar tissue. We also have the Portamag machine here, which is great benefit for both injured greyhounds and greyhounds in training. Depending on the frequency the Portamag is set to, it can be used to reduce pain, bruising and swelling, or for injury treatment. Magnetic field therapy has been scientifically proven to significantly reduce the recovery time from all sorts of injuries. For example, swollen joints, cuts, grazes, muscle strains, tears, the likes of that kind of stuff, Veterinary research has suggested that healing time here can be potentially decreased by up to 50%, and also it's a great benefit to the racing dogs after racing for soreness and just generally maintenance. All in all, we're a year on now. The first year it did work out. There was a few investments made in swimming pools and all, but they've been well worth it. They are getting the results. We're getting the winners. Owners are happy, and we're looking forward to the future now, and hopefully we keep producing a few winners.
Our final visit over the weekend was to Curraheen Park on Saturday night for the conclusion of the Barry's Tea Open 750. All 6 greyhounds went to traps vying for over €5,000 winner's purse on what turned out to be a damp evening.
The hair now in motion for the final of the 2007 Barry's Tea Open 750. In 1, Jet Princess. 2, If Looks Could Kill. 3, Musical Beauty. 4, In My Book. 5, Bombers Going Home. And 6 on the outside, Droopy Zyke. The marginal favourite in 3, Musical Beauty. and it's 11 look break 4 in. My book is out quite well. Musical Beauty on the inside 5. Bombers going home, but around the opening 2 turns, and it's In My Book who leads from 5. Bombers going home on the outside 6. Droopy Ike off the second bend, and it's 4. In My Book leads by a couple of lengths over Droopy Ike now, who moves into second. Bombers going home in third. Then there's a gap back to the favourite around the next 2 turns, and it's 4. In My Book who still leads, but Droopy Ike now making a challenge on the outside. Bombers going home slightly cut off there, and Droopy Ike takes over from In My Book. Bombers going home now moving into second, but it's Droopy Ike leads by a couple of lengths. Bombers going home though, coming with a late rattle off the final bend. It's Droopy Ike. Bombers going home, it's flying on the outside, but Droopy Ike's going to hold him and win the Barry's T Open 750 in good style. Bombers going home finished a close second. In third was 2 If Looks Could Kill, and the winning time, a very, very good run, 41.45. And the result of the final of the 2007 Barry's T Open 750 first trap 6, Droopy Ike for Kathleen Murphy in Temple Glantine. This one trained by Pat Buckley. Second 5, Bombers going home. In third was 2 If Looks Could Kill. The winning time 41.45.
Pat, that was a fantastic win there for Droopy Ike. Not normally over that distance.
No, we ran him in the Cesar with Mullingar, and he was coming home very strong every night, so I knew he needed further. So we said the 750 came up here, so we put him into it. So he ran terribly well, ran well tonight. We're delighted with him.
Well, he made it look very easy there. He took over there in the back straight, and that was it. He was all home.
He did, yeah, and he's not an outside dog, he's an inside seed, but I knew when he was handy there the first time round he was going to be very hard to beat. You know, he's a dog that's getting stronger and stronger with every run.
So what's going to happen with him from here?
We'll go for the big one in Hell's Cross, the 750 in Hell's Cross next week. That'll be his next outing.
So you're going to keep him to the long distance?
Oh yeah, keep him to the longest trip now. That seems to be suiting him, so that's where we'll go. We're going to Hell's Cross.
Well, Kathleen, you've got a great dog there on your hands.
I am absolutely thrilled, and I'm thrilled for Pat and Pauline because they've done an awful lot of work with him, and this is the co-owner of the dog, Mike, so we're absolutely, utterly delighted tonight. Absolutely delighted.
So you've a few more greyhounds at home, but I don't think anything in his class.
No, not at all. No, not at all. We breed a few dogs ourselves. We had a second here tonight as well, but nothing compared to Droopy Ike.
And I believe your next greyhound, you've got a great name for him.
I have Granny. Pat Buckley will tell you why.
Well, Pat.
I think Kathleen is around longer than Barry's Tea. That's why I said to her, because the next dog you have Granny. She's a very contrary owner too.
And you actually put up with him.
So what choice do you have? He is the best.
Well, no, we've just seen the final of the Barry's Tea, and what a final it turned out to be. But we've got more things happening here in Curraheen Park now. There's new plans afoot.
They are indeed. We're putting in a new facility for barbecue. We're putting in a new carvery, and also we're extending the office. So things will be busy for the next couple of months.
And of course, a lot of the stadia around the country are based on Curraheen Park. You've got a fabulous facility. The barbecue for the summer now, that'll be an added bonus.
Well, there's a big demand for barbecue, and I suppose we should have maybe got working on it earlier. But we'll be applying for planning permission shortly, so we'll be up and running in the next 2 months.
And then the next racing stake, what's happening?
McCrew Motor Services, which is also a very good stake, a puppy stakes, that's next in the agenda. But then we have the EIB stakes, and we have a lot of stakes coming up. But the next big one is the McCrew Motor Services.
We'll have an action-packed programme for you next week to include the semi-finals of the Lee Strand 550 from Tralee, the finals of the Olympic B Puppy Oaks from Shelbourne, the Tote Waterford Guineas from Kilcohan Park, and the Red Mills Racer Champion Unraced from Kilkenny.
For a complete fixtures list and more information, log on to the Irish Greyhound website at www.igb.ie.